Hello. Hello there. Anyway, hey, welcome to the One Hour Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank. How you doing today? Oh, that's wonderful. I'm doing amazing. Um, so as I'm doing these podcasts, as you can tell, the thumbnail to these podcasts are the first couple of podcasts have been Gugudan, because this is the disbanded season. And so I'm gonna like the first whatever 20 shows. I'll use pics of Gugudan or members of that group, and then I'll switch to CLC, and then I don't know, I'll go from there. Excuse me. I didn't do anything. I just leaned back in my chair. Uh, but because I'm using all these pictures of Gugudan right now, because I had to download a bunch ahead of time. Well, I didn't have to, but I did, so I can just like when I upload the video, I just pick a picture and put it on there. So I have to look at these 9 women or 8 women because the group changed. Yeah, they're just a bunch of average looking chicks. I look at me judging. There's not one quote unquote pretty girl in this group, and you wonder why they disbanded. I can't get over. It might be the ugliest K-pop group. I don't know. There's something about these girls. I don't know who picked this group. It must have been based on talent. It must have been because there's not one like I don't know. It's hard to explain. There's just not one like pretty girl in the group. Like they just all look weird. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. Like Mina kind of looks like a guy. The most popular one, and I'm gonna say a name wrong. Si Jong. Um, she's not sexy. She's not cute. She she looks like a cartoon character, kind of. Yeah, and this isn't because she's Asian. It's just like she looks like an anime character that was brought to life. Um, Hannah, the visual. First of all, if Hannah is your visual, that that shows you that you are scraping the bottom of the barrel in your K-pop group. She's the visual. Hannah looks like a mannequin. Like the scary kind that like you have to turn around every 3 seconds because like you think it's moving. Like she looks soulless. Um, I don't know, dead inside. I mean, I don't know what the proper word is, but there's something about her that is it just leaves this empty feeling. Like there is nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it. And yeah, I'm not gonna like okay, I guess I probably shouldn't nitpick every girl in the group, but uh I don't know, man. It just makes no sense. And like Habin, I apologize for butchering your names, but it's like you're butchering my eyesight, okay? Anyway, Jesus Christ. She definitely should not be an idol. I mean, if we're gonna base this on looks, I mean, granted, I can say this about every girl in this group. I mean, I don't know, like if you had to pick one to be the visual, it's not Hannah though. It's not Hannah. I mean, and I was gonna say I mean, like So Yee's better looking than Hannah, and So Yee's ugly. I mean, like Mimi, like once again, um, not the best looking woman, but better looking than Hannah, which is saying something, okay? Who else in this group? Actually, well, like like a Haeyeon, better looking than Hannah. Not a, and granted, she is nowhere close to being a visual, but she's better looking than Hannah, who is the visual of the group. I mean, this is why this group has disbanded. And yes, I've made fun of the way they look before, but I'm really overanalyzing it right now. Okay. Another member in the group, Nae Young. Nae Young, once again, not the visual of the group, but better looking than Hannah, who's the visual of the group. Okay? And Nae Young's nowhere near being visual in any K-pop group, but she's better looking than Hannah. You know? I don't get who put this group together. I don't get it. And then like I'm gonna say her name wrong because she's Chinese, but I'm gonna say her name. I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Shay Ning. Pretty sure that's how you say her name. I'm probably wrong. She looks a lot like Hannah, but she's still better looking than Hannah. But like she's nowhere near visual. Okay. Nowhere near being a visual. But I don't know. But like her and Hannah look alike, so that's not saying much. But she's better looking than Hannah. But she too has the same problem. She like looks like a lifeless doll. And it's not because she's Chinese. I'm not trying to say she's a China doll. Once again, why do I even care if I come off as racist? Have you heard the show? She's probably not the visual because she eats dog. Yeah. Okay. So basically, like it's nine when the group had 9 members, 9, and I'm being nice, average looking women, but they're all they're all skinny, but skinny doesn't mean pretty. You just have to be skinny if you're gonna be if you're gonna be an idol. Okay. But yeah, like once again, for people who need a lesson in K-pop, 9 times out of 10, your group is only as popular as its visual. So when you have a group with no visuals, what do you expect? Seriously. Now let's take a group that has a great visual, Blackpink. Jisoo's the visual of Blackpink. Top-notch visual. It's rankings. I don't know. Like she's definitely top 3. If we ranked all the female visuals in K-pop right now, she's definitely top 3. So no surprise that Blackpink is the most popular female K-pop group because they have the best visual, and meaning like she's hot. I don't know how else to describe the way she looks. If you put every member of Gugudan, well, former member, and have them stand next to Jisoo from Blackpink, you'd be like, Jesus Christ. The difference is I was gonna say miles, but that's not far enough. Terameters, okay? A the distance from the Earth to the Moon. That's the difference between Jisoo, who's a visual of Blackpink, to Hannah, who's a visual of Gugudan. Okay, it's just gargantuan, the difference in looks. Okay, like I don't know who put this group together, but they definitely messed up. I mean, what were you thinking? Or whoever put this group together, it's got to be their personal taste on women, because there is no way that a regular heterosexual man who was going to pick this group based on looks would have picked this group. I mean, how many K-pop groups have members in the group that probably shouldn't belong in the group because their talent's not there, but they just look amazing, and those groups are actually pretty successful. Like they're like let's take Red Velvet for example. I don't think Irene's that talented, but she's one of the best looking women in Korea, according to the average Korean citizen. She's always on some top 10 list. when it comes to looks. Irene is always on some kind of top 10 list. She's that good looking. Uh, she's a she has no projection in her vocals. Um, well, like everyone can dance in K-pop, so I'm not gonna judge her dancing. But like, you're telling me like she's the main rapper? Like Joy raps way better than Irene, but like Irene is considered to be top-notch visual. So looks trump a lot of things, and they make fans. Like good-looking people have it easier, and they have a lot of fans, and that's why Red Velvet's popular. They have Irene in it, who is once again a top visual. Don't have to say that twice, but I will. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I'm under the assumption. I don't know who the president of Gugudan's label is, but it's like Jellyfish Entertainment. But whoever was in charge of putting this group together, I bet you that they're not going to be allowed to put another group together. Or if they do, they're going to come under lots of scrutiny from other people who run the company. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. But we'll see what happens. And then another thing, it's all about making money. Bottom line is, it's not about putting out good music. It's about putting out a product that makes money, so your company can obviously get bigger. Whatever. Everyone wants to line their pockets. Okay, so I bet you Jellyfish's Entertainment next, female group is going to be the complete opposite of Gugudan. The complete opposite. I bet you it's going to be looks first. Okay, because like trust me, there's like millions of people who are trying to be K-pop idols, who are trying out. So there's no shortage of people to pick from. So I bet you now when they try to make their next female group, they're gonna definitely put looks first. Okay, because there's plenty of good-looking, talented people in K-pop. I just like Jisoo from all the girls from Blackpink are considered to be good-looking, but I don't think Jennie's good-looking. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's just my opinion. But yeah, so I bet you Jellyfish is gonna go the opposite route, put looks first, and pick their group based on that because they train them. So it's like even if they're not as talented, they can train them to be talented. And I bet you that group will be successful. So I'm waiting to see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm very curious to see if Jellyfish, when they put together their next female group, if they go looks first. Because I hope they learned their lesson. I mean, because like Gugudan was horrible. Yes, they sang great. So there's nothing to look at. I mean, like, and then you can even tell it like in music videos. When you have good-looking members, the music videos are different too. Like, look at Red Velvet's music videos. There's lots of close-ups, and there's lots of shots of their of them showing off their feminine form, because that matters. I don't know. I mean, it's the recipe to make a successful K-pop group is not that hard. And one of the main ingredients is having a visual, or having or just having a good-looking group in general. I mean, how many times have you heard when people talk about like a really popular group, they talk about like even if a person isn't a visual, they'll talk about, oh, this person's good-looking too, or this person's hot, blah blah blah. I mean, BTS is an example. Like every other article you read about BTS, they're talking about someone else other than Jin being like a handsome young man. I mean, it's the same with the guys too. Obviously, I'm just picking on Gugudan because they disbanded. They probably all went to the ugly farm. But anyway, I digress. Y'all have a good one.